truth is, we have been programmed. That is the fact, and that is how it is. Believe you me or not, simply because that is all that is happening and have been already happening since the dawn of time. Why do I say that you have been programmed? Why do I say that there is somebody taking control of over your life? Why do I say that? Let me give you a breakdown that will show you clearly that the system is here, and it is here not for you, but just to program you and make you a mindless slave who will just walk through life without purpose. Let's dive deep into this. Follow me into the rabbit hole. So, you guys, the fact is that each and every one of us have been programmed. The major programming begins when you are a child. Do you really understand why the schools were started? Probably not. Let me explain to you. Back in the 18s, there were these big companies that were rising, and there arose a company by John D. Rockefeller, who was the one who introduced the school, simply because he wanted a massive number of workers to work in his oil mining refinery, So he just needed to find a way which will be of massive influence among humanity to create himself a massive number of employees in his company. So he decided to legalize the education system just to find massive number of workers. And what do I mean by this? He actually said, but he himself, I don't need a nation of thinkers, I need a nation of workers. And that is what he actually said. So technically, the schooling system was not made with your interests in mind. It was technically made with the interests of those people above you in mind. It wasn't made just to make you to help you achieve the billions and the dreams that you have in life. It wasn't made for that purpose. It was made for you to be a slave. It was made for you to be a slave to those people who made the schools. So the programming begins when you are young and you go to school. You're not like this. In fact, it have infiltrated up to our homes. Okay, you have to go to school. Then after going to school, you have to get good grades. If you don't get good grades, then you are freaking failure. After that, so there is no option. You have to get good grades. After getting good grades, you have to go to good high school. After a good high school, you get good grades. You go to good campuses and all this bullshit. Then after that, you find a good paying job. After that, you find work-life balance. After that, you have a good freaking family till you die. Yeah, you have a freaking good house. You buy a good house, and you do all this bullshit. Then you die a humble man. But guess what? This is not the path for everybody. They just unified the path for every freaking man here on earth by just giving us a blueprint that is technically bullshit and doesn't align with your purpose in life. Like, look at big men in the society today. Back in the days, look at people like Marcus Aurelius, people like these Stoic philosophers, Plato and all these people. These people lived up to their purpose. They didn't have a path like we have today that is just bestowed upon us by people who don't have our interest in mind. We have to understand that somebody is fighting for mental space. They are fighting to just take over our mental capacity to have free will, and just understand that you're not the one in control of your path unless you really look into the details and just understand that you have to change this thing. You have to change your definition of what success really is. You have to change your definition of what financial freedom really is. You have to change everything that the system have tried to infiltrate to you. And through the schooling system, they managed as well to infiltrate fear in your life, the fear of authority, and just submitting to them regardless what they are doing there above. That's so freaking horrendous, simply because their major issue is to just make you so much fearful and just listen to them, period. That is all that they want with you, So you have to understand that the system is here. It has been here. It won't go away unless you take total and full capacity to control your mind. That is the only point in life when you will be able to overcome the system. You guys, I'll have to research deep on this. I have to make a freaking cool script on this because I feel it is so freaking critical. It's so freaking critical. I have to research deep on this and just give you a clear blueprint of what I'm talking about. You guys have a freaking beautiful day. I really much love you, by the way. Start asking questions. Start finding the why. Start asking, why am I doing this? Why am I going to school? Is this my thing? Then after that, start doing what you find as answers. Implement that thing. Have a freaking beautiful day. And let's fight through the matrix. We have to overcome this bullshit. It's getting so freaking horrendous. We have to overcome it, and we have to be the best. You guys, have a freaking beautiful day. And have a Merry Christmas, by the way. Adios.